Hey there, Morbid Maniacs. It's time for another spooky video. And for tonight's spooky video, I'm going to be talking all about dreams and different meanings that they may have. Now, before I get into this video, I just want to apologize in advance if you guys hear any lawnmowers or just heavy machinery in the background. For some reason, my neighbor decided that right now would be the perfect time to start that thing, even though today is my last day off. So, yeah, I just really wanted to get some videos filmed for you all, so please try to ignore that. Dreams are thoughts, images, sensations, and sometimes sounds that will occur while you are asleep. Everyone can dream up to 3 to 6 times per night. And some dreams are said to last between 3 to 20 minutes. Some dreams are a lot more vivid than others are and will occur during your REM cycle, which is in the early morning hours. Now, Lara on Instagram. I feel you, girl. See what I'm saying? One of my neighbors is on a 4-wheeler while I'm trying to film. What's he doing? What's he doing? He's going to the holler. You might hear a gunshot. Do not be alarmed. I'm not getting murdered. But my neighbors, I live in West Virginia, so my neighbors are practicing their shooting. If you weren't quite sure what the REM cycle is, it stands for Rapid Eye Movement. And this will occur between 5 to 6 in the morning, like when you are fast asleep. While other dreams are easily forgotten, and about 90% of dreams are forgot by the time the person wakes up. Blind people are said to dream more with sensory components than sighted people. Some believe that we may actually be traveling to a parallel universe while we're sleeping. And I've also heard that when you're kind of like dozing off, but you're not completely asleep yet, you know, you're like right in between, like right when you're really getting relaxed and you're almost there, and you just kind of like jolt awake, that this is actually your spirit returning to your body. So I am a very firm believer that whenever you're asleep and you go somewhere in the dream world, that you're actually like traveling to a parallel universe. Some dreams may have a specific meaning, while others may just make no sense at all. The most common dreams that people have are showing up late to an important event, falling, flying, being chased by something or someone, death, being lost, encountering someone who has passed on, being paralyzed and unable to speak, being naked or embarrassed in front of a crowd. So if you have a dream that you are falling, this could signify that you have a fear of failing in some sort of circumstance or situation in your life. For example, you could fear failing at school or failing at a new job. It could also mean that something in your life isn't going well, or that you may need to rethink a choice or choose a different direction in your life. You could also have an issue with letting go. Having dreams that you're being chased by someone that you know or an unknown attacker could mean that you're trying to avoid something in your daily life. You could be trying to escape from your own fears and desires. Being chased by an animal means that you are hiding from your own anger, passions, and other feelings. If you are being chased by an unknown figure, This could be related to a childhood experience or a past trauma. And if you are being chased by someone of the opposite sex, usually this means that you have a fear of love or that you are being haunted by a past relationship. Dreams of death. People often will experience the death of a loved one or the death of themselves. This could mean that the person could have anxiety about a big change or a fear of the unknown. Dreams of dying can also indicate a sort of mourning for the passage of time, meaning that you're sad because you cannot get back lost time. It could also mean that whatever you're dealing with at this exact moment in your life could be coming to an end and you could be starting something new. I'm sorry you guys keep hearing these trucks. Dude, why is right now the time to like travel up and down the road while I'm trying to film? If you see a loved one who has passed on in a dream, this could be them letting you know that they are okay in the afterlife. Now, I did make a whole video on like signs that your loved one that has passed on is still with you. So if you have not seen that video, I will either suggest it up here or leave it in the description box below so you guys can go check that out. But if you see your loved one in a dream, that this could definitely be a sign that they are letting you know that they are doing just fine. They could also be appearing to let you know that everything will be okay in your life, as well as to answer some unanswered questions that you might have about your future. It could also mean that you are being influenced by negative people in your life, or you are following the wrong crowd. Being naked in public. These dreams are caused by a fear of looking silly or somehow exposing your own imperfections or shortcomings. Dreaming of losing teeth. Having dreams that you've lost teeth can signify that you have a fear of getting older or that you are concerned with your appearance. It could also indicate that you have a fear of communicating or that you might have said something embarrassing. It could also mean loss or important life changes. You could be experiencing the loss to an end of a relationship or a change of job. Dreams of clowns. When you dream of a clown, it could mean that someone in your life is out to do you harm. It could also mean that somebody in your life is not who they appear to be as well. Dreams of water. So, water in dreams represents our emotions and unconscious minds. It could provide us with information on how to handle our emotions. Muddy water, for example, can represent sadness, while tidal waves can represent being overwhelmed. And clear water represents emotional clarity, prophecy dreams. Now, there are some instances where people have dreamt of an event happening and later on it will come to pass, like it will happen. These are called prophetic dreams, I hope I'm saying that right, otherwise known as prophecy dreams. And they often can predict wisdom and the future. In some cultures, dreams are still considered a way of spirits sending us messages in the dream world. And one thing I wanted to point out with this is that my dad has a lot of these prophecy dreams, if you will. I know, like right before, like a year or two before my pawpaw found out he had cancer, my dad had a dream one morning that a voice came to him and told him that my pawpaw had stomach cancer. And when my dad woke up and he heard this, he was very distraught, as you can imagine. He was very scared and upset, and he had warned my grandpa about it, and he didn't seem that concerned. You know, he was one of those type that just lived his life to the fullest. You know, he wasn't really scared of death or dying. You know, he was a Christian man. He didn't really think too much of it. And fast forward like a year or two later, and my papa finds out that he has called pancreatic cancer. So my dad basically had a dream, predicted the future, and this has happened to him several times. Right before one of my cats passed away, he also had a dream that she came to him and spoke to him in like a human form, which is very strange, but she came to him and spoke to him in a human form, told him that she wanted to be appreciated because something was going to happen to her. And then we found out later on that she had breast cancer. So, I definitely believe in prophecy dreams. If you dream of shapes such as circles, squares, triangles, etc., this could be a message being sent to you through God or his angels. Whatever specific meaning that might have for you, like maybe a circle symbolizes something for you, or a triangle, you know, symbolizes something for you. Whatever meaning that might have for you, this could be a way of God and his angels, his messengers, you know, trying to send you a message. So definitely pay attention the next time you have a dream. You dream with a specific shape or something. Dreams in darkness and daytime. The reason why I wanted to include this in here is because a lot of my dreams I have kind of like in the evening time, like right before the sun has set, but it's not fully dark yet. You know, it's just kind of like that blue tint outside in the sky. So dreams that take place in darkness or at nighttime could represent some sort of uncertainty in your life, such as you may be in the dark about something that's going on, or you need more information. It can also stand for loneliness and sadness as well. Dreams that take place in the daytime may mean nothing at all. However, if you dream frequently in a darker setting and you all of a sudden start having dreams which occur in the daytime, this could mean that an issue has been resolved and that you've come out of a period of sadness. Dreams about infidelity. So if you dream about your partner cheating on you, this could stand for the obvious. You may struggle with trust, loyalty, and communication within your relationship. Dreams of pregnancy and babies. Pregnancy dreams could indicate that you fear failing as a mother, or that you may be expecting a baby, or maybe that you wish to have a baby in the future. Dreaming of a baby itself could represent some sort of new idea or new project or some sort of new development, or the potential for growth in a specific area of your life. So if you dream that you are flying, this could mean that you desire to escape from the reality of your day-to-day life. If you dream that you're flying and you're happy, this could mean that you finally have let go of all that was holding you back. If you dream about flying with fear and anxiety, this could mean that you need some sort of stability in your life. Food and dreams symbolizes our energy, knowledge, and nourishment. It is related to our intellect, emotions, and spirituality. Dreaming of food can be a direct representation of the phrase, food for thought, because it can reveal a hunger for new information or spiritual insights. So whether it's a car, an airplane, a train, or a ship, dreaming of a vehicle can often indicate the direction that we're taking in life and how much control we feel we have over the path ahead of us. Vehicles can give us the power to make a transition and envision us reaching our desired destination. So there are tons of different dreams and tons of different meanings that they could have. You know, of course you could also have dreams for no reason at all. Like sometimes I have dreams because of a movie I watched or something that I talked about that day. And sometimes my dreams just don't make sense at all, which if you guys have been following my Dreamtime videos, then you probably have realized that by now. So I used to have this reoccurring dream as a child that I guess the world was ending, and I don't know why I say that. Of course the world was ending. There was this big ball of fire which was headed to Earth. It was really strange because I have my TV on right now on a YouTube video, which the picture is like it's like a tarot card reading video of someone else's, and the picture has a like sun ball on it. This big ball of fire was headed towards the Earth, and I don't know why it was taking so long to get here. Me and my family were standing out in my yard and we were just staring up at the sky. It was in the daytime, and we were just watching helplessly as this thing was approaching us. There was absolutely nothing we could do about it. And right before the sun would hit us, or hit the Earth, I would wake up. And this was a reoccurring nightmare I had a lot as a child. I don't know what the exact meaning was behind this. Like I said, it was a big ball of fire. I don't know why I called it the sun, but I just felt as though it was the sun headed down this way because that's what it looked like to me. And the sun is obviously a big ball of fire. But it was very scary as a kid. I could never understand why I would have dreams like that, and a reoccurring one. I've always had a fear of, you know, the end of the world ending, and I always kind of like associated that dream with that fear that I had. That was my whole video about the meanings of different dreams. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and become a Morbid Maniac. And also, I would like to point out, if you guys weren't aware of this already, that I started an OnlyFans account where I will be posting all of my sexier content. So if you are interested in that, the link is down in the description box below. And I will see you guys in the next video.